Hello everyone, it's Simran here. Welcome back to another video. So, I'm going to react to another fan-made Thomas story by DCG12B from his Trains channel, and this one is called Fame and Failure. So this one's going to star Toby and the Flying Scotsman. So, yeah, another Flying Scotsman story. Feels like I've been reacting to a lot of the stories centered around him the past past few weeks. So yeah, this is actually coming from DCG12B's Trains channel. It is, and this is the first video in over a year that he's uploaded a video on here. What was it? The last video from his channel that I reacted to was Molly the Express Engine over a year ago. You want to see me react that out? I'll have it up in the top right corner of your screen. But although I have reacted to a lot of others of DCG12B's stories on this channel, only a few of them, only two of them, I believe, have come from his Trains channel. Others have been stories that other people have adapted. So yeah, it's a bit refreshing to see him upload on his Trains channel. Usually he's part of Sodor Workshop's community. He is so he's normally on there doing narrations. He is, but you see his stories being adapted through other users. So yeah, but Fame and Failure. So this one starring Toby and the Flying Scotsman. I saw this story when it was uploaded come up in my recommendations box, and I was like, you know what? I haven't reacted to a video from his channel in quite some time. Why not? Why not react to it? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. What happens in this story. Links to the video I'm reacting to in the description down below as always. So without further ado, just go ahead and get straight into this. Fame and Failure. Always love DCG12B's narration.
Gordon was excited. He had received great news from the Fat Controller. Gordon's brother, the Flying Scotsman, was coming to the island of Sodor to visit him. The other engines were excited too. "To think we'll be sharing a shed with the world's most famous steam locomotive," exclaimed James. "I can't wait to ask him about his adventures." "Scotsman won't be interested."
Oh yeah, it is recording.
"In talking to you," huffed Gordon. "He is an engine of the world and will likely only converse with me. It will be, after all, a family affair." "Who says?" "I do. I know my brother. He won't appreciate being fussed over by starstruck engines." "Rubbish." "You don't see Henry complaining." "I couldn't care less." "That's the spirit, Henry," Edward interjected. "I think Scotsman will enjoy talking to us all. He probably doesn't get the chance to be in the company of steam engines on the other railway anymore. Besides," added Toby, "he may get bored of you." Gordon snorted. "He certainly won't have the time to talk with a pair of old relics. My brother is a locomotive of great distinction. Explored the world, a holder of many records, and revered by all. What have you done that could possibly interest him?" "I could ask you the same question," said Toby cheekily.
This is turning into a roast battle.
Everyone fell silent as Gordon fumed away.
Oh, even Henry and James are laughing.
When Flying Scotsman arrived, there was much noise and celebration. People flocked from all over the island just to see him. The Fat Controller welcomed him and his owner to the railway. Gordon was beside himself with joy. So too was Flying Scotsman. Reunited once again, they cheered.
Oh yeah, because they were reunited once already in
For
Enterprising
a few
Engines.
days, Gordon and Flying Scotsman were on display alongside one another. This gave the public the opportunity to photograph and inspect the two brothers together. It's been 3 days now, scoffed James. When are we going to get the chance to speak with Scotsman? Gordon is practically acting like his security. Leave them to it, smiled Edward. They are brothers after all, and this is a nice family reunion for them both. Well, I've had enough. I can at least say hello.
Uh-oh.
But Gordon wouldn't allow it. He hissed steam rudely at James
He
and
knew what
sent
was
him
coming.
back to the shed. James was very cross. Toby arrived and received the same treatment. He took no notice, though. But as he shunted his trucks, he noticed Flying Scotsman's face. It looked sad and forlorn.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Toby looked around and saw they were surrounded by lots of people glaring at them. Gordon seemed to be enjoying the attention, but Flying Scotsman wasn't.
What's bothering him?
Soon, the two engines were able to pull a selection of special trains. This made Flying Scotsman much happier. The other engines were pleased to have the chance to finally speak to him without Gordon. But now he was pulling non-stop trains. The opportunity never arose.
Oh.
You're segregating him, huffed Toby. I most certainly am not, exclaimed Gordon. You are, interrupted James. Your brother just wants to be treated like a regular working engine, not some moving museum piece. I agree. Scotsman is a national treasure, and
You know things are bad when even James is agreeing with Toby right there. You know Gordon's gone. Let me rephrase that. You know Gordon's gone too far when even James agrees with what Toby is saying right there. It seems that Gordon is segregating his own brother right there.
an international treasure. I just want him to be treated as such. But does he think so? Heavy is the head that wears the crown, put Toby earnestly. Gordon pondered over what Toby and James had said. That afternoon, Flying Scotsman hurried along the main line with another of the special trains. All seemed to be going well, until he began to feel very hot.
Uh-oh.
Toby had just brought Henrietta to the station yard when Flying Scotsman feebly hissed into view.
Oh dear.
He was red in the face and didn't have enough strength to pull his coaches up to the platform. There was much commotion around him. Toby watched quietly until the station master approached him. Leave Henrietta here, please, Toby. Looks like you'll be needed on Thunderbird duties now. Toby looked at the train. I don't know if I'm the right engine for the job, sir. Don't worry, Toby. We're splitting the train.
Toby.
Edward is coming to rescue the passengers while you'll be
Wait, what did he say?
Don't worry, Toby. We're splitting the train. Edward is coming to rescue the passengers while you'll be escorting Scotsman to the big station. Toby was relieved. I'm terribly sorry, sighed Scotsman. My injectors failed. Or rather embarrassing when I'm carrying a second tender full of water and I can't utilize it. No need to apologize.
Who could forget
A failed injector could happen to any engine. Soon the rescue mission was underway. Edward arrived and took the special train onwards. Then, after Flying Scotsman's fire had been dropped, Toby proudly followed on behind.
Flying Scotsman's face seems to be going up.
A great crowd of people had arrived at the big station to watch Toby bring the Flying Scotsman safely home.
Gordon's shocked, and James and Henry are like, whoa. And there's the Fat Controller. Gordon is so shocked.
That night, Flying Scotsman sang Toby and Edward's praises. "Thank you for coming to my rescue," he smiled. "You were both wonderful." "Not bad for a pair of old relics," chuckled Toby to Edward. Gordon remained silent. When things go wrong, it can be, well, rather awkward and lonely. That's why it's marvellous to be on a railway amongst normal, genuine, hard-working engines. These things are treated so ordinarily, it doesn't feel an enormous imposition when I do break down. And not to be jeered or scorned at.
Oh.
Gordon spoke next. "I fear I may have made a misjudgment. I didn't realize that fame has its limitations, especially for those who behold it. I am grateful to be in such a privileged position, but I just want to be treated like a normal engine now."
Yep.
The other engines smiled. They talked and laughed with Flying Scotsman like old friends long into the night. It seems fame is a lovely commodity to have, but being surrounded by friends is even better.
Yep. So that's why Scotsman was upset. He didn't. He doesn't like. He just wants to be treated like a normal engine as well. He is grateful that he's known all across across the world, but he just wants to be treated like an ordinary engine as well, because he's an engine with feelings as well, and feels and he has constantly has to live with it when he just wants to be treated like, any other engine would be. And in all honesty, I don't blame Scott for feeling sad. If I was famous but just wanted to be treated like an ordinary person as well, well, I'd probably feel the same way as him, because when you're famous, it feels like the spotlight is on you. You see, take for this eye example. This eye right here, well, my right eye, but see this eye right here. When you're famous, this eye represents the millions of people who are watching you, and you're worried that if you break down like Flying Scotsman or make one mistake, you'll lose everything. People will turn on you. They'll start hating you, all because you made a simple mistake that may or may not be out of your control. So I can understand why Flying Scotsman felt like that, but I do agree with the ending sentiments that fame has its limitations. It does. It can be great when you're famous, but at the same time, you want to be treated like a normal being, person slash engine as well, and that's what Flying Scotsman wanted. He likes being displayed on the attention, but wants to be treated like a normal engine. He does. So I'm glad he opened up about it, and I'm glad Gordon apologized for his behavior, and just like old friends, it was just like that. So really happy that Gordon apologized and Scott opened up. Really have been enjoying these Flying Scotsman centered story by these different content creators so far. And yeah, just another story that DC G12B has done and written and narrated right here. If you're watching this, DCG12B, CG12B, great job on your stories. Your narration is always spot on. You do want to check out my previous Thomas reactions. I will have a playlist up in the top right corner of your screen right now. Really enjoyed this story, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Let me know in the comments down below what your daughter's fan-made story I reacted to. Also, let me know in the comments down below what other videos you want me to react to next. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Links to both of them will be in the description down below. Share this video, subscribe if you're new here, ring that bell to get notified. When I upload new videos, when I post on the community tab, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!